It might seem like an obvious question, but how does Stanford look different to you without Andrew Luck this year?
Shoot, to be honest, I mean, of course, Andrew Luck speaks for himself. So, he's a great quarterback, but at the same time, we're looking at Stephon Taylor. He's been carrying Stanford. He gets so many carries a game. His balance is incredible. He's a strong running back. Probably he's the best running back we're going to go against this year, in my opinion. And I feel he had a huge part in last year. When Andrew Luck was there, making him the great quarterback that he is today. So I feel the same way. It's still a huge threat. Compared to last year, it's not really. Stanford didn't take too many steps back. They have huge playmakers. They have huge tight ends, big threats all around the field. And at the end of the day, they can pound the ball with Stephon Taylor and throw it over the top to one of them 6, 8 or whatever tight ends they have. So their mismatches are all around the field. But we just need to play to our strengths and hit them in the mouth first.
Is the game plan to kind of try to force their quarterback to make plays in?
Yeah. I feel that's in my opinion, and I feel Stephon Taylor, like I said, he's the best running back we're gonna go against this year, and I feel we need to play them tough. We need to play them tough. We need to hit them hard and let them know we're here, and let them know that we're gonna be here the whole game, not just one half, not just one quarter, not just a couple of minutes. It's gonna be the whole game, and I feel we need to go out there and play as hard as we possibly can.
With some of the new guys up front, do you think this team is a little better prepared to face a team like that?
Oh yeah. Well, I think each game we go into the game, being as most prepared as possible. We have a few new people, new fronts and stuff we're using, and I feel we're gonna go to the game. We're gonna be prepared, and the coaches are gonna put us in the right position to make the plays, and that's what we're gonna do.
How much different is it game planning for a pro style like Stanford as opposed to like an Oregon type team?
Right. Oregon's like Oregon and Stanford. They're two different offenses. Oregon's I'm gonna spread you out and I'm gonna kill you with speed, and Stanford, I'm gonna hit you right in the mouth. I'm gonna run the ball and you're gonna stop me or you're not. Preparing. You just need to be prepared for a physical 4 quarters. You need to be prepared for contact every single time that ball is hiked, and I feel that's more than anything. We need to get our mindset right more than ourselves in our scheme. We need to understand that they're not hiding anything. They're coming at us with everything they got, and we need to respond.
You talk about the team morale and the culture in the locker room coming into after the bye week and coming into Stanford, and how you guys are feeling?
Yeah, we're feeling great. We have fresh legs. I mean, we haven't had this much time off in who knows how long. I found myself at my house bored, just sitting down, not knowing what to do with my life. So it's like everyone's coming in fresh, and we're all excited to practice, and we're all excited to get back after it. You can only take so much of just sitting down on your couch.
Wide receivers kind of got called out last week. How did they respond in practice since then?
Oh, definitely. They respond. And it speaks. I mean, I don't know if you guys were at the practice, but it speaks for themselves. They came out and, they came out catching every ball, everything to them. Marquise was out there running routes smooth, and Coach Leach has a way to get to you. If you're slacking, he's gonna pick you up, one way or another, and he's gonna make you work how he wants you to work. So I mean, the receivers came out there the next day and. To be quite honest, they whipped the DBs. They came out there and they were running the routes hard. Receivers that ain't shown up in a while was, showing what they had. So it's looking really good, and they responded very well. So.
That's Wednesday you're talking about?
Yeah.
There's 5 games left in the season. I guess what's the mentality? Kind of finishing strong. And Tool was saying, not eliminated from a bowl yet. And
yeah.
I guess what's the mentality for you guys?
No, definitely not. I very much think we're gonna go to the bowl game. I feel we have every tool is needed in the team to play. With any team, and we just I talk to my roommate all the time about it's our mindset more than anything. It's our mindset to win, to want to go out there and play play like we did against first half of Oregon every single game throughout the whole game. It's a mindset. It's not about talent or because we have talent. We have talent. That's not a problem. It's about a mindset and deciding to want to win and deciding to go out there and do everything we possibly can to win the game. So.
What kind of difficulties did the secondary face lining up against Stanford, bringing out 2, 3 tight ends, bunch of tight formations? Like, what do you guys have to do to adjust?
Yeah, it's actually difficult because you look over to the sideline, you get it's a 12 personnel, you get the personnel call, but it's off because you can say it's a 12 personnel or 11 personnel, but those aren't really receivers. They're tight ends. They're big bodies, and they can block you. They can go out for a pass, and they're running routes just as good as a 6'3", 200-pound regular receiver. So it's like it's a little difficult. You can't really look at the personnel. You gotta wait until their formation, until they get out on the field, and then you gotta recognize the formation and figure out what you're gonna do after that. And so it's a little more difficult as far as pre-snap, but when you figure out what they're doing, because they could be lined up, they could have 12 personnel or something like that, but it could look like a run all the way, a run formation all the way, because they have the tight ends, and I mean, so it's a matter of watching film, so to get comfortable with what they're doing, because I feel if you go into a loss, you're not gonna understand what's going on. It's gonna be a pass, it's gonna be a run, play action. So watching film is definitely important for this week.
You said it's a mindset out there to play the full 4 quarters. We're obviously not on the field, but is it apparent in game on the field that some guys just aren't giving it their all?
Sometimes when when we get hit in the mouth, you can see sometimes it's just not their faces. Some people's faces drop. You know what I'm saying? That's when, as a leader, that's when people have to rise. Your team up. You have to understand that we're all right. That's what we need. We need leaders to step up. I need to step up as a junior. I've been here for a while. I need to step up and tell if I see somebody moving on the field or what I'm saying, pick your head up. We're in this game. We can win this game. So it's on us. It's not us. The coaches can't do anything any more than they already have. It's on us. And I'm kind of tired of the same excuses. Young team and everything. We're a great team. We can play with these guys. And I'm very passionate about it. I just feel like us as a team, we just need to step up. We need to tell these guys, what we need to do and how we need to play each and every day.
What kind of game do you prefer? Like something like Oregon, where you're out making plays in space and in speed, or something like Stanford, where you're laying pat every single play and it's a man-on-man battle?
For sure. Like you said, I like Stanford a lot better. Playing, you get to be in the mix every single play. Each and every play, you're inside the mix. You're gonna make a tackle. You're gonna pass break up, or you have a chance to make a play for your team. So I definitely like Stanford as far as when I'm on the field more so than Oregon. Only because with Oregon you don't know exactly when you're gonna make the plays because they have so many different things going on. They have DeAnthony Thomas. Going out of the backfield and motioning out of the backfield. Then you got, their quarterback. I think it's Marcus Mariota. Giving the read, and you got a lot of other people to look at. But I feel with Stanford, it's ground and pound. Or they're gonna try to pass it to one of the tight ends, and I feel he can make a lot more plays with regard to Stanford.
How dangerous is Stanford's play-action game, and what do you do to combat them, kind of drawing you up by running over and over and then hitting you over the top?
Yeah, it's definitely a huge threat. I mean, definitely in my opinion, especially with like I said, Stephon Taylor, the running back, because you're focused on him, and as a DB, you gotta, it's not my job to be down there in the box like that. But of course, I like hitting people as well. But I have to be aware of the play action the most out of anyone, So it's like it's definitely difficult when you want to help your team as much as possible, but that's not my job. That's not my job. My job is not to be next to the linebacker, helping them out, with the tackle. My job is to watch out for the pass, and that's probably going to be the hardest thing for the DBs, is to not get lulled to sleep by the constant running, because then you're gonna try a shot over the top, and that quarterback, he's not afraid to throw deep. So we definitely need to watch out.
Bud, any question for Deone?
I guess just one. Deone, did you watch any of the Stanford Cal game on TV the other day? Or?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah, I was just wondering, since you're playing Stanford coming up and you just got done with Cal, I mean, Cal ran against you guys so well, and then Stanford just stoned Cal on the ground. Were you impressed with that, or what did you make of it?
Oh yeah, I definitely was. Well, to be honest, I've always been impressed with Stanford's defense. To be honest, their stingy defense, you know, and you know, the people they have and the people they're playing with, you know, they're passionate. You know, you can see they're a very passionate team. And you know, it was definitely impressive. You know, watching them stone, you know, Cal like that, you know, within the run game. You know, but you know, we're not Stanford. You know, we're Washington State, and we need to play harder or just as hard. You know, as they did against Cal. You know, I feel, you know, Stanford, you know, watched our game, you know, and watched our game against Cal, and they seen, you know, how they was running, and they made a decision to not allow them to run like that against Cal. And I feel, you know, that's what we need to do. Watch film, you know, understand what we need to stop and stop it.
Yeah, good.
Looking back to that to your Cal game, was there one fundamental problem you guys had against them that allowed them to hit such a big night on the ground?
I don't know if it was fundamental. It's probably just, you know, probably, you know, just not filling the gaps as the coaches told us to. You know, just, you know, we need to fill the gaps a certain way. You know, like the coaches told us throughout practicing. You know, some plays we didn't do that. You know, and it ended up in huge gashes. But you know, we're on to next week.
I just got one quick one. No. This is a lighter question, actually comes from a student. What's your pregame ritual, or what are some things you do pregame?
It's home games. It's kind of crazy, but you know, after we do all the things, we go to movies. I go to my hotel and I order Papa John's, and then I eat that, and then after that, I pretty much just lay around and just wait until all the meetings. But the biggest thing is probably eating Papa John's.
Ever eat Papa John's? It has to be that pizza? Or?
Yeah, it has to be Papa John's.
How much?
I get a medium, so it's nothing crazy. I'm just, you know, just getting a medium pizza to myself and just eat it. Yeah.
With carbo load, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
How'd that start?
To be honest, because we go to Lewiston for the hotel, and when we got there, I looked at the card, and the whole card, like the card to get in my room, was just a Papa John sign. So it had the number on there. So I was like, for sure, this is me. So, yeah, so